Because we want to protect our asses from crybabies, salty bitches, and lawsuits, we want to remind you this show is rated M for mature individuals only. That means if you're easily offended by graphic language, griefers, or full frontal nudity, please disconnect now and get the fuck out. Thank you, Mario. But the good podcast is in another castle. I know you want this body, but you just can't have it.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Room for Play. Today is Tuesday, August 25th, 2015. It's episode 148. Oh, I thought you were going to say the real 148. I thought you were going to say
threw you
that.
off.
Yes, you threw me off. You threw me off there. You threw me off. I am Mac19, host and producer of the show. I click the buttons and all that jazz. See these buttons here that you can't see? I click them, and then I can do that and switch to you guys.
Hey, that's us.
Yes, that's us. Yes. We're back for another awesome week of video game type stuff. Yeah. Oh, I just forgot we didn't do our slogan. That's okay.
What's our slogan?
Remember? Come on.
No.
Every time we
Video
literally
games.
say it.
Oh, yeah. That's our
Every
slogan?
time I go the show where we remove ourselves from the culture and hobby we love to discuss it. What
Yeah,
was
you
that
just
culture
kind of
and
read
hobby?
it that time.
And then boom.
Video games, yeah.
Yeah, and video games. See, you didn't even
The
pay attention.
enthusiasm.
You still don't even know. You still don't even know what the
No,
slogan is after I just said it.
Yeah, such is life.
It's okay.
I'm so used to the old mic being here that I'm trying to adjust it. It's not there.
No, now it's a little ball below. Yours is really funny on the camera right now. It's like, I have a little dot below my other dot.
Are you saying my Adam apple is a
Yes.
dot?
Yes, it's a dot. Yes.
Trying to make out with it.
Yes, that's you. Hey, you know what? Whatever you're into. If some people are into Adam's apples, hey, whatever, man. That's what you're into. Some people must really like that shit. Then.
This isn't an Adam's apple though. It's like a
It's
Adam's
Adam's apple.
grapefruit.
The whole tree.
Whole tree.
Nah, I don't like touching my Adams anymore. Grosses me out.
Yeah.
It's like,
See,
oh.
I'm nice and fat, so you don't even see mine.
I don't know when you touch it, it's just like a hard thing in your neck. Doesn't it make you feel weird?
No, I don't have anything.
You don't have one because you're
There's
a
so much
woman.
fat.
Some women have
Okay,
it,
first
the
of all,
small
women
ones.
do have them.
Yeah,
the reason you don't see it in women is because they have more fat cells built up there
Yeah.
naturally in their neck, so they have to be literally no fat in their body, they
They
have
would
to be,
also have to
about
have
to be
them.
dying.
Some of them don't have them, but other ones have teeny tiny ones. Teeny tiny ones.
teeny tiny little ones. That's my new voice. I'm gonna talk like that
It's a good voice.
all the time. But yes, we're back for another week. We got a fun-filled packed show for you guys. Some little bites, some news of the week, and the game ended up with the gaming spotlight. We're start this off like we always do, going around saying what we've been playing. Let's get some introductions out. So how you doing, Crazy Peepers? What you been playing lately?
Not a whole lot. Just been kind of busy.
Kind of busy. Yeah, the wonderful thing of life when you sometimes just can't sit down and play them games you love. Yeah, busy stuff. Well, what else has been going on though? What you been doing since you're not playing video games?
Just fixing up the house a lot lately.
Good old housework. Did you take care of those? Apparently, I heard you had some hornet problems. Remember we discovered them that one time?
Yeah, they're still
there. Better be careful. One time they're gonna attack you because they're not cool like bees. Bees are actually kinda nice, but hornets are.
I
horrible.
went full on gazelle and
Gazelle.
I was up on my ladder trying to spray out the nest.
Just like a gazelle.
And they started swarming out at me. And I
Oh.
pretty much lunged off of
Did
my
you do
ladder.
it at dusk?
Yes. Actually, no, I did it at night.
Oh, well, that should have helped out a bit. If it was during the day, you would have been even more fucked.
You
I was
gotta
using the spray
smoke
that
'em.
it actually foams up and expands.
I've never heard of what? I've never seen that before.
Scrubbing bubbles? You spread scrub
So what? It
scrubbing bubbles on 'em?
encases them in like a hardened
Clean them?
foam to
No,
kill
it,
them.
no, it just foams.
Oh.
Once it sprays, it foams up and expands.
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to get in the crevices and stuff.
Okay.
It still hasn't done anything.
The one stuff I'm used to is Well, I guess the stuff I use is kind of foamy. It shoots in a spray still, but it is like a foamy spray, but it doesn't expand once it hits anything.
Hey, theoretically, you could just seal the hole, and eventually they'd all die.
I'm pretty sure.
Or they just start digging through the wood more.
Yeah.
Can they do that? Even a new piece? Or
I
like
don't
that
know. I actually
sealing
don't
agent?
know. I do not know, actually. I'd like to think that they go through the houses, because I've been to, there was a house when I was younger, in my younger years, that had them infested throughout all the walls, because
Oh,
they
that's
just
terrible.
eventually kept burying deeper and deeper to build bigger nests.
Jeez, okay, don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't
That
know
would
if
be a
that's something
mistake.
they do, though, or just the house they particularly were inhabiting was able to allow them to do that. I don't know.
Could have been a dilapidated.
I'm no wasp/hornet. For something, probably not hornets. Probably just wasps. Like
Yeah.
hornets aren't hornets like specific to like super hot climatic weathers.
Are they the long ones or like the ones that look like bees?
They're the yellow jackets.
Okay, so those are just wasps.
Yeah, fuck wasps. Bees actually, are nice.
Yeah.
To
so
an
don't-
unless
don't
they're
kill
killer
them.
bees.
African killer bees.
Remember that whole what was it called? Like
Candyman.
no, it was like I don't know if it was in the 90s. They were all worried about like killer bees swarming from like California across all the U.S. or something.
Yeah, I remember.
And then we
Yeah,
realized,
maybe.
well, there's things called winter that kills them. So.
Yeah. Unless they spread all in the summertime, they just flew all summer to get over here.
Yeah. We haven't had a good locust attack in a while.
I saw locusts.
Since when has locust attacked us? Is that everything that still happens?
Didn't that happen? Doesn't that happen like in some places in the Midwest occasionally?
I would assume so. That's what I'm saying. Like, you never really hear about it in the news. Like, I want to know when the last documented locust swarm happened. Apparently, they're just normal, like,
They're kind of like weather.
yes, they are. Yes, they're like weather. Bugs are like weather.
Well, those ones are. You know.
Yeah, I would debate they are. They're pretty much deadly as hurricanes are, so.
Yeah.
Tuesday, grab your umbrellas. There's gonna be a high probability of locusts coming from the
Locusts.
sky.
A cold locust and then a
Coming
warm
from
locust
hell.
come together, and then
Yeah. And they all
Yeah.
crash into each
We
other.
got a
and land
warm
on
front
you.
of locusts coming from the east, a low front of locusts coming from the west, and they're gonna meet and make a locust tornado.
Whoa, that'd be gross.
like the weather.
And it'll get in your mouth, definitely.
New mouth, definitely.
What do you have on it, Al Roker?
Oh, weather humor. Gotta
Indeed.
love it. How about you, Elias? What's going on?
Well, I too have been busy, but I've been playing like the basic things that are easy to
I'll
get
make
to.
a guess. Fallout.
No, not even.
Whoa.
I mean, I haven't. I tried some Fallout early in the week, but then it crashed, and I was like, I don't really want to reload the game right now. It's a game that crashes.
I blame your laptop.
No, it's known as a crash.
Oh.
It's everybody complains about crashing.
Damn you, Fallout.
Yeah, they've got issues.
Damn you.
But I played some Endgame, which I play. I've been playing it at work/school/class. I played in the class section, not in the work section.
Mm-hmm. Have you checked out the latest one that came out on the PS4?
New because I don't have a PS4.
I got to. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Apparently, it's exclusive on there for a little while. So eventually,
Oh.
it'll come to other things. I
Yeah.
assume eventually it'll come
I'm
to
sure it's
PC.
good. I remember playing it on the old N Plus, on whatever that was on. It controls differently. It's a little bit more. He has a lot more inertia when he goes. It's harder for
He has
him
more
to.
momentum when
Yeah,
he
momentum. Yeah, he has
Yeah.
more momentum in the air.
Mm.
Like on the PC version, you can kind of tap him and move him in space easier, but in the console version, he goes in bigger arcs.
Interesting.
So it's a little bit harder.
And you have like the original like Flash Swift on your computer, don't you? Or
Yeah, I got both. I got both originals.
Because I remember when you loaded it up that one time, it because you had a lot going on, it was like laggy a little bit.
Yeah. The original one, because Flash always gets updated and it's not backwards compatible. You told me about that. That's why the original N is so laggy, but N version 2 is okay. Because it was made with the newer Flash.
Yeah. I bet there's some way to get it working though. Somebody does some elite hacksaws and get it to work.
Yeah.
Hacking it up. Anything else? Just playing that?
Just Agario as well. That's a browser game. Told you about it with the
Oh
cells.
my god, that's the one where you literally have to consume other ones.
Yeah,
and
have
you're
you
always
managed
trying
to play it yet?
Yeah, I know, but I've
Oh.
watched so many streams
Yeah, there's
about it. So
there's videos.
there's one guy when they were in the one room. It was called Big Mama, and Big Mama was eating everybody, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I was playing my blob. I was playing it most recently was Monsanto, the Monsanto blob. You pick funny ones, you know?
Yeah, you've
Like,
got
because
to.
if Monsanto gets to be number one, it's just like in real life, it's just the evil blob, you know?
I like
Yeah,
remember
that's
there
fun.
was one called Women's Suffrage, and it just kept getting bigger. And
Yeah,
bigger.
yeah, yeah. That, like, people do funny things like that.
Yeah, so
My
man.
go-to one, which if you go, like, if you pick something personal to you or something stupid, people eat you. But like if you pick something funny that everybody can relate to, they'll leave you alone for the most part.
Really?
Yeah, I really feel the name
Ooh.
is very important.
So what's the biggest you've ever become?
I think the biggest blob I ever became was like 20,000 units, blob units.
I'm gonna need a little help here. How big is that? Pretty big.
It's pretty big. That's
okay.
like
That's like the universe size ones that always eat me, right?
I don't know how big it is, but like compared to like the green spiky ones,
Mm-hmm.
on the screen, the green spiky ones look like this, and my blob is just like the size of a
Whoa,
basketball.
are
compared
you
to-
fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I got really lucky. I got
That's
into like
huge.
a triangle of people trying to eat each other, and then my blob just got a little bit bigger and like ate 4 people at once. It
And
was-
then you got super big.
Yeah,
And
it was
I
super
never
cool.
get like I get like a little bigger than the protection green spike ones.
Oh, and then you get eaten.
I get eaten.
Yeah,
all the time.
there's strategy to get away from people. You know, sometimes you're doomed.
Well, if you get to the
but-
point where you can spit yourself out, you use that to get away.
Yeah, that's last resort stuff, though. You shouldn't be doing that if you want to get big.
Oh, of course, because you're gonna
Yeah.
get small forever.
Yeah, then you're gonna get eaten
Can
by
the big
like
blobs send those
Obama
out?
or someone, or Doge.
Doge, yeah. There's
Yeah,
always a Doge.
I
and
always
Obama.
I eat Doges whenever I can because I'm tired of seeing the Doge face.
I know, I can imagine. But when you're the super big one, like the huge one, can you send that out? That little thing?
Yeah, you can shoot it, but it won't go that far, so you gotta be careful with it.
You got to use it
Because
strategically.
your like diameter's already so huge that the blob it only just like goes next to you. It doesn't even
Yeah,
shoot
that's
out.
such a good game because what I love about it is a lot of people use it as like the stream game within the stream game. So let's say they're playing League and they're waiting for like, I don't know, voting to be done, or they're just waiting for the next rank match or something, waiting for people to party up. That you can play that for like a good 5 to 10 minutes. And
Yeah.
then it's like, all right,
Yeah,
you can ditch it, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah, you
So
can
there's
have
a lot of
long
streamers play
matches.
that.
It's super fun.
It is. The simple things, you know. Do
Yeah.
you use the black background or the white one?
I use the white one because I feel like the black one slows it down. I don't know if you've noticed that, but
I noticed some people that the black works better for them, but whatever.
the black makes like my eyes hurt over time for some reason. Even though you'd think the black one wouldn't do that, but it's because the colored dots on it.
I
They
see.
stick
I think
out
it's
too
different for
much.
everybody because the people have told me that they don't like the white because they have that same issue. So
Yeah,
I think it's just a
interesting.
personal preference then. Yes, I use the black background
Ooh.
because I'm mysterious like
Yes.
the night.
What kind of names do you give yourself? Are you just Mac 19?
Sometimes I do Mac 19. Sometimes I do Big Mama because it just makes sense to do Big Mama.
Yeah.
That's about it. Well,
Big
yeah, you've been
Mama
playing
sounds-
some fun stuff then.
Yeah, I guess so.
I myself also have not been playing too much. I did play a little bit of this War of Mine because after we did a little video on it, I started playing a little bit more again. Try to beat those stories. Some of them get really rough, man. When you start in the middle of winter and I can't do my whole rob the old people strategy
Mm.
because sometimes the area's frozen over and you can't go rob them, or maybe they're not even in there in that storyline. But I tell you, man, my elite strat, man, amazing. Just rob all the old people because they can't defend themselves.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
so old, you even beat them if you need to.
That's
But you
fucked
shouldn't.
up.
It
I know
is.
that's what I said.
It is a
earlier.
fucked up strategy, but
We
it
did
works
the
because in the
Westlife, yeah.
beginning everyone's got the nice, steady, emotional mind, so they can take doing a horrible thing at the beginning of the game, and then you can recover over time.
Is there anything else you can do in that game in the beginning, or is that like the only?
What do you mean? You could just set guards that scavenge like the burn and run down hospitals and stuff for supplies. You don't have to kill people or rob from people. There's options that you don't have to. It all comes down to how your experience plays out, man. Like maybe you get robbed really badly one night and you need to really rob someone else to recover from that. Maybe you just try to play as safe as you can without hurting anybody, and then try to just gather resources. The longer, more safe way so it doesn't hurt anybody. You have options. You have options. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
Or you can just starve everybody as long as you can so you can save your food as long as possible. Doing better at rationing. Like, I feed my guys as soon as they get hungry because I'm like, fuck it, they're going to get sick. They're going to get sick.
They're gonna get sick if they don't eat.
Eventually, yeah. If you don't eat and it's cold out and you don't
Oh.
freaking drink, and then you're going to get sick, man.
You gotta make them hot chocolate.
They don't have hot chocolate. They
Make
have
them drink their
coffee.
piss.
They
Yeah,
got coffee.
coffee.
You can make coffee, but you can't do coffee.
Oh,
You
dang.
can't do hot chocolate.
Can't make them drink their piss.
Technically, you don't even make the coffee. You just have to have the coffee beans so that you can filter it with water, and then you don't technically make it, and then your characters will just drink it randomly when they want to drink it.
Oh,
It's like smoking. You just have the cigarettes, and you can make them. You don't actually tell them to take it. They just, when they want to, they just do it, which is interesting.
See, that's not good. That'll get them sick later in life.
Tobacco?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but when you're in the middle of a shitstorm,
I need a cigarette.
yeah, that's
That's
totally
how they
it works.
relaxed, yeah.
That's totally how it works.
That's how you smoke.
Smoke on cigarettes, not dicks.
Little tiny
Little tiny dicks.
dicks, like monkey dicks.
Little monkey dicks.
Have you seen a monkey dick? It's like a toothpick with a
No.
thing on the end.
I would not.
With a mushroom
I
on the
don't
end.
Google image monkey dick.
I didn't Google it. I just
With a
saw it.
mushroom at the end.
There's one in Indiana
So you're
Jones.
telling me that Mario is just consuming little
No, they're thin. They're very thin. They're like very thin mushrooms. That's how I would describe it. There's one in Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know the little pet monkey that the Egyptian guy has?
Sort of, yes, I remember.
Yeah.
this
Well, there's a
loosely.
scene where he's like in the car, and then his little monkey dick just shoots up, and it like shoots up instantly. It's like that fast. It's so weird.
So it's like only have a couple frames to see it.
And no, you can see it for a good few seconds, but like no
But
one
it's
caught
like
it
in
because
the-
they probably didn't realize what it was.
Yeah, like it's probably just
It's
more
like-
of those things where it's like even the audience, like,
monkey
do they
got a
always catch
mushroom.
what you think, or is it just like you really have to be
Uh,
like it's not like
You have to
right
be like
dead
a
center.
zoologist to know what that was, honestly. That's how I know. I saw it on Reddit. Someone's like, you can see the monkey's dick in Indiana Jones. I know this. I work at a zoo.
I work at a zoo. I work at a zoo. I'm obviously qualified.
Yeah, he
To
basically said something
identify
like
this
that.
penis.
And he's right. It's there. And it's like, wow. And you know, it's so because it goes like back and forth a little, and then it goes away. It's the weird. I'll show it to you later.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Speaking of little things, little bites, let's get into those. First thing, would you take it away, Eli? Bring it.
Oh, let me turn it back on. Yeah. Little bites. Amazon trade-in shutdown.
Whoa. Yeah. So for a while now, Amazon had trade-in where you actually could trade in games and stuff.
Oh.
But as on August 31st, they will be no longer accepting trade-in submissions as of this date. The last time you can trade things in, they will honor everything you're trading in up till the 31st. And then after that, they will not let you get any credit of any kind for that. So the way this worked out, you could trade in, let's say, your video games. And then you could get gift cards.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a trading program. And this is going away. So a lot of people use this for video games. And it's kind of weird that another big person's bringing it down. I wonder why they're not going to be taking in trade-ins anymore. It's kind of interesting. I know a lot of people used to sell. You could just go to their bulk games there if they wanted an easy way to do it. Because everyone likes Amazon gift cards, man. You got to buy everything on Amazon. Everything. What are you doing?
He's fondling my dick.
No, I'm trying to give him this.
Yes. Trying to give it to him. So yeah, that's just a little PSA thing I wanted to get out of the way there. Next thing, a next little bite here. Twitch plays Dark Souls, guys.
I heard it's not working.
Okay, so let's give us the rundown. Okay, so currently we've got, let's see, I'm taking a peek. They have 1,290 people
Whoa.
doing it. So here's what happened. So they started doing this, and it was like they always do it. Just start monkeys hitting the keyboard. Eventually they get like caught in a corner. One time, they actually went into the menus, went into the save data, override this guy's original save data of his own like 40 bazillion hour game, and loaded into that. And then so technically they got far.
Yeah, I
For a
guess so.
while.
They jumped ahead.
So there was chaos because this game is actually just too modern, too complicated for
Yeah.
what. Because it's like the one way to put it, like you always go to the whole monkeys can write Shakespeare thing, but
It's
if
gonna
they only
take
but if they
infinite
only have
time.
typewriters, then yeah, they can write Shakespeare, but they couldn't write a Japanese poem because they don't have a Japanese typewriter. Get it?
Yeah, they couldn't write a haiku.
You would have to figure out a way to make the control scheme work better for the Dark Souls. So what ended up happening is now what they do is they have the whole anarchy diplomacy type thing again, where now what it does is it pauses the game, then waits for an action to be voted on.
Oh man, this is gonna take forever.
Yeah, so let's see what they're at. So the one thing I'm interested is how is the game being paused? It's very interesting because it's not the game built-in pause. The game literally freezes for the command. So I wonder how they hacked it to do that.
Maybe he's running it on an emulator or something, kind of.
Yeah, so
So
they're
they
at
can-
11 days, 23 hours, 47 minutes. Yeah, see, like right now they're voting on him. Should we go walk up the stairs? They're in the middle of a staircase right now.
Wait, how are they gonna like
Vote
even?
on a step up.
Yeah,
Have
like
they even
you would
fought
have to
an enemy?
vote for one movement forward. So like holding the D-pad button once to move forward once.
That's
You had to vote on that every time.
How are they gonna fight the boss if they get that far? It's gonna be
They
impossible.
beat a boss.
They
Like which
beat a
one did they
boss?
beat?
What?
What
They
was
beat
the
a
first
boss?
one they beat?
They beat the Asylum Demon. Must have been.
Fuck, I know it's the one. It's obviously an earlier boss. I did not play Dark Souls, so I can't
How?
help you.
How could they have possibly beat the Asylum? It took me a long time to beat him. Then I gave up on the game. Yeah, I was not good at it.
I wish there was a
No, it's all right. I don't mind.
new commands. No, I wish there was a place that would tell you the achievements they've done so far. No, I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know, but they beat a boss. It was one of those early ones. Apparently, it must be a simpler boss.
It is simpler if it was the. You're supposed to plunge attack him, which I didn't know for like 200 tries. But you're supposed to plunge attack him and then hit him like 15 more times. But I don't know how they managed to do that.
Yeah. So
with this
these
power
whole
system.
Twitch plays things. So what do you guys think about this one now being Dark Souls? You think that we've kind of reached the point of this gimmick?
We jumped the horse.
You think we should jump the shark?
Or jump the-
jump the
And,
shark.
well, we jumped the shark and beat a dead horse on the way by.
Yeah, I guess. So I don't know. Like, I think that we've kind of reached the pinnacle of this because we've shown the problems of it now. Like, it works with like simpler games because it's they're simpler games. Like, you didn't have the high probability of loading another save because there's so many things. Like, you could get caught in just the menus for
Yeah,
hours.
the menus in Dark Souls.
Like, if they didn't implement the whole voting thing, then they would have honestly, I think, never done it. Because you have to set it up and structure it in a way where it can be achievable. Because, yeah, again, like I was saying earlier, monkeys can write Shakespeare with typewriters, but they couldn't write Japanese poems because they don't have a Japanese typewriter. You know what I mean?
I don't even think the monkeys could write the Shakespeare because they could just be hitting it in the same spot over and over again for like ever.
Eventually.
Nah, it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't
Eventually, it would happen.
If like someone edited it together.
Statistically speaking, it would happen eventually.
Nah.
Yes.
They say that, but it's not
It happened
true.
with it. I think it is. I think we should do this. Let's put like 10,000 monkeys in a room.
Yeah, let's get some monkeys.
Let's see. Someone needs to actually do this.
Someone needs to test and see how
Because everyone has
full the room gets.
free
with monkey
time
poop.
and enough money to buy 10,000
Elon
monkeys.
Musk should do it. He has the money to
And then
afford
their poop will charge their
monkey
new
Shakespeare,
batteries.
yeah.
The poop batteries.
Their room's gonna stink.
That's what they'll
And the
do.
typewriters are gonna break. And they're gonna run out of paper. It's not gonna work.
Eventually. It would be fun, though. Like, and every time a monkey dies, you gotta replace it with another one. Because eventually,
Yeah, why'd you say it was fun and then bring that up?
well, all those
Scooping out the monkey carcass
all
and
those
putting a
things
new one
would
in there.
eventually happen. Just saying.
Yeah, a lot of monkeys would die.
Because we don't know how long it would take. It just says eventually, statistically,
Then we
it
can
would
make a
happen.
memorial.
It
to
could
all
take
the
like
monkeys that
300
died
years from
making
the right Shakespeare, but
They're
eventually
going
it
to
could
have so
happen.
much stress, they're going to smoke bananas and not eat them.
Smoke the bananas. They're gonna invent
Speaking
fire.
of smoking hot things.
Okay.
Oh
next.
man,
Who's
Crazy
Deadpool?
Peepers. You know you're excited about this one. I know you jumped for joy when you heard this next little bite.
Dead or Alive Volleyball returns.
Hop, hop, hop,
Yes.
hop, hop.
Yeah, so here's what it was. They made this. Okay, I'm gonna try this. The Yokoraka engine, which is an engine that specializes in human skin rendering.
Yokoraka.
Realistically, so apparently they invented this was for Dead or Alive 5 on the PS4 and Xbox One. It got a lot of attention from people. So then there's a lot of people that come out saying, "Hey man, why don't you make another Extreme Beach Volleyball with that engine so we can have them realistic skin?" And they were toying around the idea, and they kind of like, "All right, let's do it." So they're gonna do that. So another one of these is gonna happen, but this is not scheduled to release in America at all.
Ooh.
And it's only not even coming out in Asia for, let's see, they have a tentative date here. They don't really have a date for that either. So it's going to be releasing in Asian territories anyways. So another one of these. Do you guys have any fond memories of the original volleyball? That was a game. Remember? That was a fun game.
Pretty sure it was a decent volleyball game.
You know, looking back, yeah, it was an average to mediocre volleyball game. It wasn't that bad. You could enjoy it.
Are
And
there
even
lots
the
of
little
volleyball
casino
games?
games weren't that bad. You know, you could, the butt bumping, and it's just all the pandering to it was so heavy. Like everyone clearly knew what this was targeting and what people were like, oh yeah, the photo mode must put them in the tiny bikinis. Take all the photos. So yeah, this is gonna be a thing that happens again. Next, we got another like PSA type thing. Nintendo 2DS drops to $100.
Yeah.
That is a super affordable price. Holy crap! You get it's a 2DS, but you basically get a 3DS, and you get a copy of Mario Kart 7 pre-installed apparently.
Oh.
So you get a game and $100 worth of, and it only costs $100 ecosystem. I think people should be buying these, man. You just want to play fun, awesome games. This is such a good value. I feel bad for anyone who actually bought 3DSs. You know,
Yeah, no, you don't.
what if they made a Monster Hunter version of the 2DS?
I wouldn't trade in my.
Well, I didn't say get rid of your other one. Why would you get rid of that? That's nice. But you would, you totally be all over it.
No.
No, yes. Yes.
No.
Yes. Next little bite. Just wanted to show off. We got the Animal Crossing amiibos. We got a little picture of them, so I'm going to bring them up here.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, we got these three. They look pretty good.
What's Eli doing on there?
Hey, that's not me.
First of all, they are llamas, aren't they? Oh, they are llamas. Oh, you're horrible, Pat.
He is horrible.
Yeah, so we got... So, yeah, these are pretty good, nice-looking amiibos, I've got to say. I don't know if we were shown these before. I have not seen them till now. But we have, like, the package and everything. They're pretty nice, man. If you're into Animal Crossing, fuck, man. So cool. These amiibos, man, I've got to say, they've literally turned into, like, drugs. Because everyone wants them. And amiibo trading is, like, so high up there. People are like, I'll give you this Greninja for that Link, man.
That's what Elena does.
Yes,
She bought
totally.
all the Greninjas.
All the Greninjas. Gotta flip them shit, son.
But wouldn't everybody already have them already? If they were the last ones left in the store?
If they were the last ones left in the store, then she would have all of them. So
I guess she has them all.
she
Yeah.
obviously doesn't have all of them in existence.
I thought if those ones weren't selling as well, people already had them,
Yeah. No, I don't know. I guess that's true. I think that people are just buying up any versions they can of anything just so they have more trade fodder at the end of the day.
Maybe in the end.
Yes. Moving on to our final little bite. Gearbox now owns Duke Nukem. So if you guys don't know, there was this ongoing lawsuit for, I actually want to say, like a couple years now. Oh no, here we go. We got it right here. So the case began in 2014 when 3D Realms announced they were making a Duke Nukem Mass Destruction top-down action role-playing game for a top-down action role-playing game for PC and PS4 specifically. That prompted Gearbox to be like, hey man, we own Duke Nukem. And then 3D Realms like, no, we own Duke Nukem. You were just making a game. You just bought up Duke Nukem Forever. That was it. And then this thing went on for a while. So now they came to a conclusion where they decided, hey, we're just going to settle. So they all settled, and now Gearbox officially owns Duke Nukem and the IP. So we can expect more Duke Nukem games coming out of this. So
Yay.
if that a good thing or not a good thing, I think it is a good thing. And now Duke Nukem Forever, I don't think that was a project that could ever have been saved. I think it's just a miracle it came out at all. So now that Gearbox owns it, they maybe have a chance to make a good game out of it. Now, do we think that's going to be possible? What do
No.
you guys think? You don't have any hopes for them at all there, Pat?
Nope.
None at all? Come on. Borderlands was good.
They ruined Aliens, Colonial Marines.
You can never get over that. That's battle scar, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, it is kind of shitty that they pretty much lied in all their promotional material. The stuff that wasn't even in the game.
Oh.
Sucks. But hey, man,
It's
who
like they
knows?
show like the little behind the studios thing, like people doing interviews. It's like, oh, this game's gonna be so. It's like, I want you to play that, and then look me in the eyes and tell me it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll have to do that. I'll look you in your eyes if you can look into the camera when you talk. There we go.
Oh.
There you go. Ooh, burned. That was a burn. No, it wasn't burned. Just a
What was
reminder.
that?
No.
I think that they have it. They have a chance to do good. Will they? Fuck it, man. I don't think they can. I'm on your side. I don't know. Duke Nukem isn't a thing that can because all the people you want to appeal to Duke Nukem, the ones who are used to playing a different type of first-person shooters when they were in their heyday, when the exploring was all about, when it was all about exploring with first-person shooters, like with Doom, and even Quake to an extent. Although Quake was just more of a
You're gonna
multiplayer
say
type thing.
Tomb Raider.
No, Tomb Raider was not a first-person shooter. The old first-person shooters were all about, if you go back, if you think about Doom, Duke Nukem, they're all about exploring, finding out the cool secrets when you're exploring through the first-person environments. That's really what they're all about at the end of the day. Of course, killing is part of it as well. But that's what those sort of things are all about, man. And now first-person shooters are totally not that thing. We've got so many new type of mechanics, things you need to have in games. Like, you got to have, having just a run button in general is kind of like the new way first-person shooters roll out. Like Duke Nukem and everything, it was just kind of you gradually start off slow and then suddenly you were running through everything. Things are just different. Like, I don't think you could appeal to those people and then appeal to new people with Duke Nukem. Like people complain about Forever, but if you really look at it, he made those cheesy, lame, sexist jokes all the time, but now it's lame because it's not, your nostalgic goggles are off because it's not an old Duke Nukem game, you know what I mean?
Was unoriginal, I suppose, was the problem people had with it.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe they just maybe they wanted Duke Nukem to be different, but yet the same. It's really weird when it comes to sequels because they want it the same, but they want it still different enough.
Well, they waited too long was the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Expectations
Forever.
were too high.
Yeah, Forever was just yeah.
What was it? 11 years in the making.
I thought it was 13.
It was 13 or 14. Yeah, I think 11 or 10 is what we're hitting for Half-Life.
No, they said it's not happening. They officially announced it was not happening.
Who?
Valve, whoever's working.
Oh, I
on
know
the
what you're talking about.
project.
But they
You heard
came
about
out and
that?
said that at this point it would be really.
It would be-
They come out and say that every time though. Every year they come out and say they're not doing it, but
Do they say
could.
that every year, really?
Yeah, they really do. How many times people keep saying, "Hey, are you making Halo 3? Are you making Half-Life 3 yet?" You know, how many people say that. How many people? How often they get that question still? I think if they're going to do it, it would have to be a VR game because it'd have to be
Virtual
something
reality game?
completely different, and that Half-Life would be the game to try it with, right?
But-
That's my prediction pick of that's when that's gonna happen.
at first I was like, that's dumb, but that might be pretty cool.
That would be it's the only franchise I think that would get people, all the gamers on board, and if they're saying that they feel like they can't do anything new, like that's what they come out and say every time, like we can't feel we can do anything new with the first person thing. We don't think we can do anything new with this environment.
But
But with VR, I think they could.
does VR really will it be a novelty or will it be like
It already
solid?
isn't much of a novelty, man. Have
It's
you
solid gameplay? VR is like
Everything
people
I've
like,
read
yeah,
that
VR.
this is the legit. All
It's
the
legit.
higher up reviewers of gaming world and tech world, they say this is the first time that VR could be legitimate, and I trust all those higher up people, for sure.
Perhaps
for
then,
sure.
Perhaps.
I have still never tried one yet myself. I still want to really badly. Any of them, but Oculus is going to be coming out relatively soon. They have that consumer version. They showed off the consumer version, so we'll be seeing it soon.
What is it? Did you ever hear the story about like it's supposed to be kind of like an amusement park?
Amusement park. Oh, you're talking about the UI, the way it goes through.
Or no, like maybe.
The
There's
demo.
No, there's supposed to be like an amusement park or theme park or whatever. Pretty much it's gonna be sort of like a labyrinth type thing, but it's gonna be virtual reality helmet, and then you could actually walk around like be kind of like 4D. Like if it's raining, it'll have sprinklers.
I saw
coming.
those people who took an Oculus Rift and they put you in like a thing that shot water and fans at you. I saw that, but no, I haven't seen anything like that.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? I did see the one. There was this one company at the CES like a year or two ago that was showing off the whole room thing where you had to strap on just a headset and it used just a cell phone, and that it was able to track you all through. It had data on the room, obviously, tracked the whole room, and it projected everything on the room for you. I saw that. That's about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw something on Reddit like somewhere they're making like a big place where it's like, oh.
Oh, I believe it, man. I bet there's a lot of different people in different companies that are trying to utilize this VR technology to do something new and different.
So they're building like a theme park that only works when you have the VR headset.
Yeah, like the way they described it is like pretty much you'll have the headset, like the gun thing, but then you'll be walking in halls and you'll actually like the walls will actually be there, like you'll actually be like in a labyrinth type thing.
This
room.
sounds really strange.
It is, but it sounds interesting and cool at the same time.
Yep.
Okay.
And then keep in mind they've also confirmed VR support for some of the new AAA games coming out for the future because their Xbox and is going to have the Oculus support for it because they already said they're going to come out and do that. So, and of course we got Project Morpheus whatever Sony's going to do with that. So VR is going to be a thing. I think there's a legitimate chance this time around. So can Duke Nukem come back and can Half-Life 3 utilize? Hell, Duke Nukem with the VR. Why not? There you go. Fun stuff. All right, then. Let's get into some news of the week, then. That's all the little bites we got. Let's get into news of the week.
It's time for gaming news.
Okay. So, Double Fine, COO, starts new crowdfunding site, Fig Crowdfunding. Fig is a curated platform for funding and developing games with a direct support of passionate players like you. Our platform brings together rewards-based crowdfunding and investing to create a more balanced and sustainable approach to game development.
Yes, so we have now yet another crowdfunding that's specific to gaming. And this one, what's the difference of this one is you actually can invest into it, which is the first time any crowdfunding type of site has ever done that. As you all know how Kickstarter works, you just pay for a chance to get that reward. That's it. You don't actually pay to get that product for free. You don't pay to get a stake in that product. You literally just get something for that reward because you're helping the company out design the product. That's pretty much what it is at the end of the day. With this Fig one, now you instead of you can do the standard, hey, I donate to this, I can get a reward, or I can just donate to it, whatever, get it going, or you actually can provide money into it and become an investor into it. That's the big difference about this one. And also, it's only about video games.
I feel like this is not something that a game maker should do if they want to have creative power over their own game, because as soon as you let investors, if it works like in the real world, that means the investors can decide how the game is going to be, and they can take creative power away from you.
And with the idea of this, if you think about it, like I think it's based on specific projects, each one, like how much you have to donate to actually donate, how much you have to pay to even get that investor status. I think you can't just give them $1 and say you're an investor.
Yeah, you probably got to shovel a lot of money into that.
I was gonna say, don't also investors get paid back?
Yeah, you'll literally be an investor in the game. So you could, now it all breaks down. To my knowledge, the way that this works is it breaks down to the game that people can decide how that investing thing works out. Well, you can just be a standard type of investor. Maybe they want to do the investing tier where it's just like you provide feedback. To my knowledge, that's how it works. That you'll be just like a normal investor when they invest into things.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
how
annoying.
it
That
works
means
out.
they get to own the game in a sense more than just like owning
In a way,
copy
I
of
do
it.
not know investing laws and how investing works, like what you actually own and what
They'll
you
be
don't
like,
own.
I'm giving you money, so
trying
you
knowledge,
need
I
to
think,
make this like
from-
I want it to be.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it worked. To my knowledge, the way investing works is you pay like $500, let's say, and that you expect that game to be successful, and you get a return on your investment.
That's-
Meaning you end
in a
up getting
basic
like
way,
paid
that's what it is.
$10,000. You don't necessarily own the copyright or anything like that.
In a basic
That's
way,
my
it is.
limited knowledge of how investing works, but I definitely don't know.
Well, like, have you ever seen that show Shark Tank or Lion's Den or whatever it's called, Dragon's Den? The people on the show, they're all like, I'll only do this if you make sure it doesn't contradict with like my policy statement or whatever. Like they'll invest, but they take a lot of power. Like investment goes like 60-40 or something like that. So they get a lot of say in how the game's going to end up if they
I would
want
like to, yeah, I guess, just as much as anyone else would do when it comes to these like crowdfunding things. I think they definitely will. If you're an investor, you're definitely gonna say, "Hey, man, how's it going? Maybe you should do this, try this." And you got to keep investors happy, definitely.
Yeah, you do. So I would go with Patreon or I would go Kickstarter. I'd stay away from Fig.
I think that my whole theory and view on this is I think this is the thing that's gonna break the bubble finally. I think this is the thing where people are gonna be like, well, now I can invest in it. Like, what is this thing really going towards now? Are we moving away towards getting the money for free now? Now we're all just gonna be investors. Like, I think this is the thing that's gonna cause people to like start rethinking about giving their money away so frivolously now.
Well, yeah, it would definitely make you think harder before giving money to a cause or a
So
game.
then now we got Fig. So when are there other like, we already got things like GoFundMe for like just anything. Like, when are we gonna get to that point where now you can invest in my hospital bills and then you can get a return on my health or something? When do we get
Yeah.
those other? Because we already got things like GoFundMe, but when are we gonna get things like Fig where you can invest but it's non-gaming? You know what I mean?
It's like, I'll pay for your hospital bill. If I need a kidney, though, you're gonna pay me.
Yeah, you owe me your life.
So this is interesting. And Tim Schafer is the guy. There's other people on this board too, but yeah, I think indie developers are really going to utilize this the most. And I think it's just another way to get promotion to then maybe have. What I like about the one thing I do think is this, because this is a chance for like big people to invest. Like maybe then Sony could just go through Fig to invest in these type of things that are doing their own channels. I don't know why they would do that because they probably have their own way about going about doing these things. So I don't see why they would do that. So.
Well, it could work for like teams, I suppose. If you already have a bunch of people working together on a project, for multiple people it could work, but not for like really small games. I recommend not doing this.
Yeah, I don't know. It
just
doesn't
feels
seem
wrong.
appealing to
Yeah,
me. You know, I don't know.
It's not appealing.
Maybe the whole point is game focused that you won't get drowned out in the whole Kickstarter environment. Like other things will be on the top charts before you will be. You know.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to our next news item. That'll be you, Eli.
I see. Okay. ESL announces Gears of War Pro League. ESL has announced a partnership with Microsoft to bring Gears of War to the esports circle. ESL plans to start with 8 per season cups this September with a $500 weekly prize pool. After the preseason, ESL will have active Gears of War qualifier cups on October 4th and 11th, followed by Pro League qualifier that will be a Pro League qualifier that will be broadcast live on October 18th on Twitch.
So Gears of War is going to be another game. Now, the thing that I want to bring up with this now, this is going to be one of those things where it's going to be promotion for about maybe a year, maybe a year and a half, and then it's going to die off, or do we think this is going to be something that's going to stay? Because, this comes off to me as like, hey, we're going to promote our Gears of War through this esports thing, because we want Gears of War to be more of like an esports. We want that crowd to be aware of it. But at the same time, I don't think they're full blown into the idea of it being an esports game. I think they're just using it as a promotional tool. Which is a fine thing. You know, I'm not against that, but it just comes off to me like, hey, Gears of War is a thing. Why don't we just use these esports gamers and let's promote to them? And yeah, do you think that's a cool way to go about doing things? Do you think it's
Is Gears of War very esportsy in any way you can think of?
It's pretty competitive. I think any game can be an esports game, man. Like you saw, like the people can make something competitive out of juggling, as you were showing us the other week.
Yes, that was pretty cool.
The thing that comes off to me is this is obviously just a way to do promotion, which I'm not against that. But will ESL actually pick up on this? I don't know if Gears of War is that type of esports game that'll have long legs. I don't know. I guess it gives people a chance because there's already like these games usually have their own communities, small if they will be. That do their own tournaments of these, because every game theoretically has their own competitive scene to it. It's just how big is it? I think this is cool that ESL is doing this and that they're teaming up. I just hope that it's successful so it gets on there on the circuit. Because you know what I would love what people do would copy Gears of War spectator system. I wish every game would do that because they had such a great spectating system. They had cameras, they had player cameras, you had a freeform camera, they had cinematic transfer cameras that came into Gears of War 3. If they can copy, if people, other esportsy developers that like Blizzard and stuff, if they can copy those type of cinematic angles, especially first-person shooters, man, if we could get like those cool camera angles like Gears of War has, oh, that would be amazing. So we'll say the spectating of this is going to be fucking awesome. How about you? What do you guys think? Do you think that ESL is a wise choice picking up this type of game?
Yes and no. I just, like you said, it's probably just for promotion. Because, I mean, how big is Halo? How big is Call of Duty?
Halo's an interesting one because that always kept a steady group throughout all the years, and now that Microsoft doing their own tournament through that, I don't know. I think Halo is a little bit of an exception because it's such a big game that it's kind of like the whole WoW PvP thing. It was just such a big game. It just you might as well do it because it's such a big game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think. Oh, geez, what are you doing, Eli?
Oh, sorry.
Jesus. Sorry. Got distracted there. Apologize. The document we look at. I don't know. I think it's just going to go and pass like anything else, to be honest. I just wish that some of these games would get more of a leg because we really don't have a competitive, other than fighting games, we really don't have competitive console type of shooter games that are up there other than Halo and maybe Call of Duty. But then again, Call of Duty is still in that same bracket where it's just a big game, so it just makes sense to have a type of thing. One good thing about all these micro tournaments and everything is that it does promote the idea that esports is more of a legitimate platform to get your game out there. So maybe it might entice other game companies to care more about the competitive aspect of games. So that's one good thing about it. Because we definitely need to get rid of this rut where it's just like, hey, esports is just a thing we can promote, really use something really temporarily and move on. Because that's kind of how a lot of these things play out. So if we can get past that, that'd be great.
Yeah, well, maybe Microsoft will actually also do some competitive Halo Wars 2.
Who knows?
Yeah,
you never know.
Gotta follow that StarCraft.
I gotta follow that. I gotta pick up on that. Follow on the heels of StarCraft. All right, moving on to our final news item. You take that away, Crazy Peepers.
Alright. Peter Moore states on non-disc DLC complaints are nonsense. A lot of resistance to DLC comes from the erroneous belief that somehow companies will ship a game incomplete and then try to sell you stuff they have already made and held back. Nonsense. People will no doubt accuse me of being a total corporate shill for saying this, but I think there is some confusion within game communities that when the foundations for future DLC is discovered in a game, such as expansion levels in Destiny, people think that those expansions are already finished. The point being, development studios tend to put the basic foundations of future DLC on the disc to help facilitate future updates, right?
So that's with Peter Moore. So this was a GameSpot interview he was doing. Actually, it was like a month and a half ago, I think. Don't quote me on the exact date there. Where these were the two big quotes that came out of that. So he's pretty much trying to defend on-disc DLC, which is already kind of a losing battle because it's really hard to convince people that that's a good thing. Now, here's what I will give him. He is right to an extent. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with, hey, you have a core skeleton that's on the disc and you build upon that. There's nothing wrong with that. But the problem, that's not the issue here. The issue is here if they really did budget the game out in the normal development cycle for it to have that DLC built into it, then it's not really DLC. It's not after the fact ideas. The big thing that people have a problem with is that when you budget it out and you make it during the development process and then it's available the day one the game comes out. No one likes day one DLC, man. And you clearly developed it on beforehand to
that's
do
a little
that.
Odd.
Yeah, so it's not
you
really.
did
done
sound like a
content.
corporate shill. What's your name?
Peter Moore.
Peter Moore.
Yeah, which by the way he is. That's what he is. He's a person who's works for companies and
Oh,
does that.
so
So
he does that.
it's
He was
I don't know
kind of
why he thinks we won't think he is, but
all right,
that's
all right.
kind of his job. So
Never heard of him, but okay, yeah.
oh, he's a very big person.
Good to know then.
That's the thing, man. It's hard to sell that to us, and yeah, totally agree that it's okay to build up on frameworks, but that's not what people are doing. Look at Capcom; they literally had like 90% of the game, and 90% of the DLC already on the fucking disc. Now there is one exception that I actually kind of agree with that I was reading online. I totally agree that if a day one DLC, if you're gonna have it, it better be all cosmetic. Like, there's nothing wrong with having skins day one and stuff like that. Because obviously,
that's cool.
because the way game development works is your art team isn't working the whole fucking time on the game.
Yeah.
They're literally working until the assets are done and they're done. So if you want them to make some skins and stuff for DLC in future, during the development cycle, I see nothing wrong with that. I think that's perfectly fair.
Yeah.
But when you have like whole levels, whole characters, stuff that are on the disc that are their day one. What the hell? It's not DLC, man. It's you just put it in the game. It's value. We could have had it in the game.
Yeah.
That's the problem what people have, Peter Moore, and it's cool that you try to defend it a little bit, but it's not nonsense. That is an issue that I feel that people are doing. And who knows how often they're still going to do this, man? Companies are always going to do this. Plan it out ahead of time. Gotta have that DLC. The guy with the cigar, oh yeah, but cut that from the game and make that DLC. We gotta have DLC day one, man. That's how they work with their straps and their cigars. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think?
Well, basically same opinion. That's pretty stupid that they did that. Basically, stupid is the only way to put it.
And do you think there's any case where you think DLC is good, like at day one? Like, I don't know, like I said,
skins.
I kind of think skins are. That's about it.
Yeah.
Skins, cosmetics, things. Just nothing that's going to be game breaking.
Like, where would be the cutoff for you? Like, if they had a full character ready to go DLC day one.
Oh, if they had a kind of Gex sort of thing, like a customize your skin sort of thing, DLC.
They kind
Make
of
your
do.
own.
I mean, there's the pre-order bonuses
You
for
mean
the
like-
Borderlands where you get the
Well, in
Or-
Fallout, it's called a Gek, and it's basically like you can custom build levels and stuff for the game.
So you having like a level editor day
Level
one
editor,
that was the
yeah.
day.
That'd be cool DLC. That could cost more. I can see that costing more. Even though Fallout just gives it to you.
Yeah, because a lot of the times things like there was an incident with Ubisoft, because we know Ubisoft, we a lot love them. They literally in interviews, the developers of the game after the fact literally said, "Hey, we had to meet a deadline one time, so what they had us do is so that we could still deliver a full game to people. They cut games out, parts of the game out to become DLC."
That's dumb. That's wrong.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Like, it's so weird that they're like, "Well, we can't get the game done, so why don't we just cut things out?" And then make that DLC when they originally were playing then. Now, if a business aspect, that seems like genius. Like, shit, we're already working this game. When we cut this out and make it DLC, yeah, I agree with you. Like, that's kind of like, man, that's shitty.
Yeah. What if like the last level or something was DLC? You had to buy the last level.
Yeah, like I just feel like have DLC made after the fact.
Yes.
And I can definitely agree with skins being ready day one. That's fine because the art team isn't doing shit. They're not doing. Well, like, what are they doing after they make everything? They're sitting around twiddling their thumbs. Let them work on some things, I guess.
like if your story in your game is good enough, you can think of ideas for more story and make DLC. But
Indeed.
maybe they're doing it because their story is actually pretty weak, and they're uncreative.
It could be, or just I think it's a lot of pressure from like these boards of these companies. I call them boards. I imagine as they're a giant council of black robe figures, and they're probably not. The business end of things, where they're like, hey, we gotta get this game out at a certain time, and we gotta have DLC to stay competitive. So we gotta have day one DLC because they think they gotta have that,
Yeah.
and so they think cut the game a little bit.
Well, that's why it's a business.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yep.
They're in it to make money.
There's nothing wrong with
That's
that,
bad.
but
No,
just
that's
like
bad. That's bad.
to an extent, you have to not piss off your customers, or else they won't buy your shit. So you've got to balance that line between trying to make money and also not trying to dick over people.
Yeah.
Just not don't have disc day one DLC on the disc of the man.
It's
just
okay to be a
horrible.
business, but it should be an ethical business.
Yes,
wow.
indeed.
Believe
Yeah.
it.
Whoa.
Or not.
Ethics in
Whoa.
gaming, that can't be
Just
a
ethics
thing.
in life.
Ethics in gaming can never happen. Don't you know that? Come
Yeah,
on.
that's true.
They can't, man, because apparently all the gamers are just pieces of crap that are sexist and horrible. Don't you
Yeah,
know
man.
that? Did you know that?
Your computer backgrounds are not sexist.
No, not at
No,
all.
just
Not at
joking.
all.
No, they are. But like, yeah, I know what you mean.
Actually, by the way, it is the, believe it or not, it is the 1 year anniversary of Gamersgate. Did you know that? This was the week of where the whole Zoe Quinn thing happened and everything blew up from there.
Oh wow, it's been going strong.
Yeah, isn't it funny? It's been a whole year now. Fun times.
Who?
Times. Yes, exactly.
Literally. Ooh.
All right, so that'll be our news of the week. So we're gonna move on to gaming spotlights, where we're talking about the new releases that came out this week. And actually, this list kind of like the way it fell this week, the 20th, 26th is kind of like everything that's already out. But
Okay.
hey, what happens? All right, let's move to
I
game
shall
spotlight.
read it.
All right, so take it away with the new releases. Looks like Eli has the passion to read them this week.
Okay. Multi-platform. Madden, NFL 16,
Yes, that comes out this week.
mm-hmm.
The next
And-
Madden game.
and Madden NFL.
I actually have hopes that it will be pretty good.
You see
They
the
should be
trailer
doing.
for it
No, I didn't actually.
with Dave Franco and I can't pronounce his name. McLovin.
Oh, that guy who plays McLovin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a pretty funny trailer.
interesting. Well, I'll check it out.
Okay. And then Madden NFL 16 Deluxe Edition. So it has something extra with it.
I have no idea what the extra is. I'm gonna look it. When I'm interested, I'm gonna look it up. for
Okay.
me.
PlayStation 3, Back to Bed.
Back to bed now.
Oops, I'm hitting buttons. One Piece, Pirate Warriors 3. Cool. Stein Gate. And then Stein Gate L Psy Kangaroo Edition Rice exclusive. What?
That isn't even kangaroo.
That's like a mishmash of words.
Congro.
Congro. Oh, it's not kangaroo. Steingate. Oh, sorry. The one word. It's like such random words, though. Steingate
There's not even
L
a single A
Psy
in it.
Congro Edition Rice exclusive. Yes, that sentence makes more sense now. PlayStation 4, Ascendant, Back to Bed, Capsule Force,
Capsule Force.
Dishonored
Definitive
Edition.
By the way, Dishonored was such a good game, guys. If you haven't picked it up and you need something to play on your system, I hate to say this, but buy the remastered of this. It's good. And then we got the best game coming out next.
I Am Bread. Yes.
That PewDieBait.
Oh, it does, you don't have that in there. Is that the actual like subtitle?
No, PewDieBait is what they make indie games so that they can be
Oh,
played
I
on
thought they put his
YouTube.
name in there.
Yeah, no, that's called PewDieBait, where people make games that to only be played as Let's Play, so they get really popular real quick.
I Am Bread looks like a decently fun game. No, it's
No,
full
it's
release.
definitely PewDieBait, but it is a good. I'm not gonna say these games are necessarily could be bad.
Oh, the YouTube
like I think the
friendly.
bread game is fun,
It's such a weird.
but like
sentence.
Goat Simulator is one where
Yeah,
it's
Goat
hardcore.
Simulator's
That is the
dumb.
perfect example of PewDieBait in every
Yeah.
way, shape, or form.
Had no desire for that. One Piece Pirate Warriors 3, Until Dawn, Wii U, Advanced Wars 2, Black Hole Rising,
Advanced Wars is such a good game.
Crab
Yeah,
Cakes
you do
Rescue.
like your turn-based advancing warring, don't you?
You hear that? Crab Cakes Rescue.
And that sounds weird.
It does. It sounds good.
I was just raiding Red Lobsters.
Dude,
Rescue.
is it, wait. Do you really think they're like the Red Lobster? I like the Red Lobster biscuits. That's like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Everything else, fuck the seafood. It's all about just give me a plate of the biscuit.
That's funny.
I'm here for some water and biscuits.
Some water and biscuits. I'll pay the full price. Just give me them biscuits, girl.
Factotum, Mortal Melon. That's like Mortal Kombat, but they're all melons. That'd be cool.
No,
That's not cool.
no, it's
Mortal Melon. Oh, Mortar Melon.
yeah,
oh, that's
it's like a
lame.
mortar.
Darn, I don't care now. Genghis
What do you
Khan
mean?
2.
You're
You just
Gallagher. You're just launching
shoot
watermelons
Yeah, it's
and
been
hitting
done.
people.
Plants vs. Zombies. There you go. Play that instead.
You're a mean person.
No, fine. It sounds okay. I'm just sad that I
Genghis
mispronounced it.
Khan 2, Clan of the Grey Wolf.
Yeah, Genghis Khan 2, Clan of the Grey Wolf. Whoa, Dave.
Whoa, Dave.
Whoa, Dave.
Sit back, bro, Dave.
Get off the roof, Dave.
Dave, you have so much to live for.
Dave, no, Dave! Oh.
Do a flip.
Do a flip. Xbox One, Dishonored Definitive Edition, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Gears of War Ultimate Edition Deluxe Version, 3DS, 3D Gunstar Heroes, LBX Little Ballers Experience.
Wait, how's there a deluxe edition of the Ultimate Edition?
Don't know.
Uh,
Maybe it comes in a tin.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Gears of War. It's like Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
Oh,
Gears
you
of
wanna
War
know what-
Ultimate Edition Deluxe version.
Yeah, you want to know what comes in that? I'll take a quick Google, see if I can find out what comes in that.
It's
Probably
like,
like
isn't the
a
whole
figurine,
reason
maybe?
of the Ultimate Edition just supposed to get like a huge HD remake of all the past games?
Well, this
no,
is-
it's only the first game you get a remake of. It's not. I think they added in other extra multiplayer maps that were in the other games, but no, it's only the first game.
No, this is like with the DLC thing where it's like first day DLC with part of the game
This
taken
is
out.
pre-order.
This is
It's
like
actually pre-order stuff. All right,
But
so let's
no,
see.
it's
If you
like
get the deluxe, according
those
to this,
business moves.
according to GearsOfWar.com, you get the game. Obviously, you get the remastered game for Xbox One. Yeah, you get a special weapon skin pack comprised of 10 different animated weapon skins. You get 36 standard weapon skins, as well as a civilian Marcus Phoenix and Aaron Griffin multiplayer multi. So you get a two special characters. You then also entitled to the pre-orders bonus of the Adam Phoenix multiplayer character. You also get Anya as a bonus police character. You also get bonus animated illumination weapon skins. So you pretty much just get a lot of skins.
Oh.
Is it worth it, you think?
If you really into all that, I don't think so. I rather just play the game.
Yeah.
Okay. 3DS, 3D Gunstar Heroes, LBX, Little Ballers Experience. Little Ballers Experience. Wait, Battlers Experience. Little Battlers Experience, okay. PS Vita, Amnesia Memories. That's ironic. Back to Bed, and One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. Hey, there's no PC on here.
Because you have to click the link to see the full list of PC now.
Where? Where's the link?
At the top.
Ah.
See, you say you read the overview, but you don't. It's okay.
How do I go to the link? It's not letting me do the link.
You gotta click it. Yeah, double click. Okay, I will read the PC.
No. Here we go. I get it. No,
Yeah,
it's not
Don't
letting me
hold
do
it.
Yeah, I was holding it there.
Don't hold it.
Don't
No.
hold it.
No, okay. See, you're doing it wrong. You gotta click the link. That's
clicking
not.
the
It's no Overmore.
Literally the word link.
No Overmore. So you don't. It's okay.
I don't see the link.
By the way, the reason I separate out because there's
Oh,
a bunch
here
of
it
shit
is.
that didn't matter. So
Here, I found it. Let me scroll down to the PC. Oh, look at this list. It's very long. All right. PC. All titles available on Steam unless otherwise indicated. Afterlife Empire, Age of Survival, Amnesia Memories, Bernie Needs Love. Indeed, he
Bernie
does.
needs love.
Break into Zat War, Capsule Force, Coded, Crooks, The Big Heist, Cruise of the Crescent Isles DX, Daydreamer, Evoland, Fish or Die, Forget Me Not, My Organic Garden, Galactic Conquerors.
You just like to hear these weird names.
Yeah, it's the best part. Galactic Conquerors, Hegemony, Clash of the Ancients, In Between, Inevitable, Link, The Unleashed Nexus, Mr. Makeshifter, Nova-111, Nyctophobia, I'm not sure. Otherland,
Nyctophobia.
okay. Party Hard, Pester, Planet of the Eyes, Pretty Girls, Mahjong Solitaire. Wow.
Whoa, I like
Wow.
where this is going.
Play that. I like Mahjong.
Mahjong is good.
I don't even know how would you pronounce it. RYMD Riza.
No idea. Now, yeah, I'll take a look at it. Let me see.
Okay.
Wait, why is it
How do
saying
you
that this
think
is
you pronounce
malware?
that?
For some reason, it's saying the website where the
Reza?
game releases that
Rimmed,
there's
you think?
viruses.
Rimmed Reza.
Rimmed Reza.
Rimmed Reza.
Okay. Cedars, Showrun Hong Kong, Shelter 2 Mountains, Sound Shift, Super Mega Baseball Extra Innings. That was kind of funny too. Thorian 3, The Artifacts of Power, and Unloved. Oh,
Unloved.
what a way to end it.
What a way to end it. It's like Depression Quest. You just
Yeah.
click things, and it's
Oh,
supposed to make you
yeah, I
feel
know.
good.
Well, no, the
Slash
pressure
bad.
crust didn't make you feel good.
No, see, at the end it makes you feel... No,
Made
the
you
pressure
bored.
crust does, but in that game, eventually at the end, you feel good after being in love.
You feel good once you close the game.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was boring.
Excellent. And that's the new releases for the week. / only till tomorrow, technically.
That's funny.
It's funny indeed.
Yeah.
Yes. And that will be our show. I want to thank Elias and Chris Supers for joining us as always. They are awesome, awesome people.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yes. Yes. It's awesome. So awesome. Yes. Yes. Oops. Wrong. Oops. See, I've got this going. See, got new stuff going here. I want to remind everyone to check out our social media stuff if you want to follow us beyond the show. You can follow us on Twitter at RFPTV. Like us on Facebook. Search for Move and Play Under Shows. Add us to your circles and Google+. Join the forums. Megascorcher.proboards.com to take the conversation beyond this episode and whatnot.
What not?
Yes, this has been episode number 148. It's been August 25th, 2015, and we will catch you all next week. Peace out, home dogs. Bye.